You know, as your boy, I'm beginning to understand how you feel. Head pounding, limbs shimmering within a heat haze that belies the arctic touch of the air around you. Mind distorted, words lost.
In Mexico, Mr. Mandel.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation
shower
and
right
disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an
far too easy to be dizzy at the moment, shouldn't do that.
To the ground and smother it with steam.
Fair enough. Sounds like some sort of a steampunk version of Iron Man. I'm all for that. Right. Onward, ever boldly onward. Through the... What the fuck? You skipping, Ozzy? It's really inappropriate, all considered, yeah? Think of the context, think of the settings. That or the, the collision boxes, those little girder things that go across the walkway are set too high. Oh, guess I better be following my ghost children. I mean, how could that end badly? How indeed.
I said you'd come.
Yeah, and I said you were a twat. So we were both right. Anywho. Where the frack am I going here? Yeah, squishing. I like squishing. Yeah, no one's impressed. See, I can jump about as well. Bloody hell. Speaking of jumping, like a boss. Saved me about, what, half a second by taking the extra bit of ladder? All in one stride kind of thing?
I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Again, that rather prosaic and, well, actually poetic, rather. Bit of a dialogue there, combined with the musical cues. Very much a Chinese room staple. The child bursting into bloody shreds, that's more frictional job. Although speaking of, things, I wonder if I can get onto this pipe and just sort of bypass this area entirely. Give it a go, shall we? Yep. Nope. Bounce backward by an invisible wall. Fair enough. You just fought to everything, haven't you guys? Ladder over there. Doorway over there. Ah. I'm presuming I have to go up the ladder to open this doorway though. Seems to go up to go down, left to go right, and always twirling, but piss off! Twirling towards freedom from... Heck was that? Oh. Dying slowly, yet already buried. How's that for convenience? Auxiliary pump controls, marvellous. You felt like doing some pumping today? Except no, not really. Is there any point to be able to open these cupboards? I mean, the reason for interactive objects in the original Amnesia was because they were usually goodies, or at least, you know, quest items hidden inside. In this case, it's sort of cupboards for the sake of cupboards. Don't seem to serve any actual purpose. That's obviously a hiding spot, but from what and for what reason? Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, come on, keep it together, man. Which probably wasn't the best day to play this, but I've literally nothing else to do. I don't particularly feel like leaving my bedside, to be quite frank, so... I may as well give this another whirl. I'm not actually planning to play this for at least a couple of days yet, but... I'm recording this more or less right after part... 5? 5, yeah. Motherfucker. Bloody mask is following me everywhere. Making good back here, perhaps. A few of the turbines and a barrel, but other than that, not exactly the world's most scintillating view. Don't think there's any point now to get up here either. Disappointing, I'm gonna lie to you, disappointing. Still slightly terrified about what the hell was supposed to be back there. Can you guys actually see that flash, or like a giant version of the big monster, but much angrier, if that's even possible? There are lumps of something in the sewage. At best I don't know what. It's not going to end well. gonna take my not so sweet time and get the frack out of here. Seems to be the best option for all concerned, really. Oh god. Try not to have an old coughing fit. Just focus on moving forward! Oh piss. Right, the monsters. The invisible and the... yeah. I should get out of here, shouldn't I, before they tear me limb from limb. Run away, run through the pool, Ozzy. We're in deep shit now. Ah, that was a pun for you all, see? Even when rattled by fever, I can still be funny. Laugh, damn you. Okay. Okay. Well, this is as close to cardio as I can come right now, so that's good, you know. There are some types of illness that are actually helped by a bit of light exercise. The heart's pounding enough for us to count, surely. All of a sudden it made worse, of course, but we don't speak of those. Holding pens, not a good sign. Flickering floor textures, also not a good sign. Drops into cavernous abysses. Again, generally not considered a good sign. There's absolutely no reason to want to go that way. So I'm not going to. And instead I'm going to peg it, like the coward that I am, in this general direction. I'm going to ambulate into the local vicinity of the not scary things, if there is such a place. Yeah, I'm basically in pretty much the last room of this place now. It took me ages to realise that thing is actually a map displaying how much of the game you've progressed through. Sort of Dead Space style in a way. Well, Dead Space 1 anyhow. With the map of the Ishimura on the tram system. Oh fuck. Don't to drop it as you spaz your finger for no particular reason. No, I fixed it. Isaac Clarke would be proud. See, I might have amazing space hands, but I have one amazing Victorian hand, which apparently is almost as good. I've activated whatever the fuck this is. You know, whoever sabotaged this did a very, very thorough job. They've literally gone through each room and major compartment of the machine and wrecked the shit out of at least one part of the damn thing. And these doors not going to open? I was kind of expecting that, but no, apparently not. Yeah. Guys, thorough room, I think it's... In fact, considering all the pig monsters and stuff lurking around, how exactly did this guy manage this without being torn to shreds? I could understand him sort of running through maybe the top couple of layers where there aren't many workers about and just, you know, turning off a few things here and there, that sort of thing. But to get down this far and start ripping out gears from the machinery, and I don't quite see how he managed it. Oh, I've drained enough of the water so the pig monsters, the invisible ones that is, can't get up onto the platform and, you know, molest me. Okay, okay. I remember how the fuck I got up here in the first... Ah, there we go. Ladder... Hup. Ow! Take it like a man, Ozzy. You didn't need those shins anyway. Don't let people tell you different. You're the best around. No big monster's ever gonna keep you down. Cause you're the best. A valve. They're gonna turn it round and round. Fuck yeah, 80s for the win. Throw the switch, I go. Turn you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a pressure handle, round, 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 round. We need this dial to move right round, round, round. There we go. Okay, that opens that. And I'm not entirely certain of the point of these rooms, if I'm totally honest. Actually, no, that's a lie. I get the point of them this far down kind of thing. Pressure chambers, you know, you gain further down, pressure increases, that sort of thing. So in the upper layers, even the security doors, they don't make that much sense to me. I get the feeling that was supposed to take me a lot longer to get through than it really did. I've been doing this for what, barely 10 minutes, I'm already at the security door? Yes, yes. Obviously someone thought that would take a lot longer to figure out than it did. Even after I've missed a ton of collectibles. Not really collectibles, you know, the notes. They're the only really collectible thing in this game. You can do more or less the entire thing without ever reading a single note. And there's a bunch of the stuff that Ozzy... Oh, there you go. He comments on that I've never read. Not sure if I should, really. I mean, most of it is just him spazzing out about ways machinery's been treated or the fact his kids are missing. Stop. No unauthorized persons went to this facility by order of the management. I don't know. I don't think I'm missing anything story important anyway. It's mostly just reactions. I don't know. I don't think they're that important in this particular style of game. Anything that's truly important, Aussie's, big reactions to certain bits of information and whatnot. Those are done as, voiced monologues, so...
And you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants and reset you and I on recrafting them. And then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
I'm thinking on this, but I'm getting the pretty strong impression you're not human, are you? You're either... I don't know if you are Alexander, that would be a bit... I don't know, that would be too out there. But maybe some sort of setup like Agrippa?
Children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created for us all.
Then again, there's also the fact you mentioned that little line there, put you on the mantelpiece, like you're an objet d'art. So I don't know. Could... we just never really learned much about how the orbs really worked and stuff in the first game. I mean, is it possible that after prolonged exposure to one, you could actually hear the damn thing like it had its own mind? Is that even possible? Or is this, like I say, an Agrippa situation? And you've installed an actual person at the heart of this machine. He's the one we're talking to. Or at least, what's left of him anyway after he's been reanimated and such. Yeah, that's a fair enough. You mentioned the two shattered skulls, which I presume would mean the kids were already dead at some point during the trip to Mexico. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This is not good.
Oh dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place?
It's a giant mechanical heart. That's what this is, Ozzy, old boy. So again, leading back to my Agrippa thing, does beg the question, doesn't it? If this is the heart of the machine, that's a TIE fighter cockpit up there, if this is the heart of the machine, then where is the brain? Yeah, assuming, of course, I am right, and you're actually speaking to a man-machine kind of thing. Definitely something to think about, eh? Oop.
And they feel
Gramophone?
no
No?
pain. The process
Can't remember
is
the name of the damn
completely
thing.
humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Yeah, we get it, Ozzy. You got a thing about the way people are being treated in the world at large. Can't move that one at all. God damn. Flick the switch. And a flick... No, apparently I don't flick that switch. What else is there to flick? You really sure that I can't move any more of these? I mean, it looks like at least one of them should be movable. No? Nope. Try this one again. Nope. That one causes an alarm to go off. It's nice, but doesn't particularly help me. I still not move... Oh, I can move number 8 now. I just have to wait for the machinery to finish lowering. No? That one's still balked, is it? The bastard has been here too. Meddling, obstruction... Yeah, okay. More sabotage! Sabotage! Fair enough. I'm not sure what to make of this weird blue filter they seem to have added over the top of this little area. Admittedly, it does make it actually slightly easier to see for some bizarre reason. Especially after I colour correct, I know it will. Blues tend to come out very nicely in ScreenFlow. Reds, not so much, but blues, yes, it handles those very well. Reverse snake eater. Nya nya. Okay. Dangerous. Compound X may cause Powerpuff Girls. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Crackle, crackle. Oh dear, there's something about this room my computer doesn't like. Oh, the loss of frames. Oh dear God. Ah, there we go. Need to open up the hatch so the machine can come down. These are... In fact, are these cooling rods? Motherfucker, have you got atomic? That's impressive. You've definitely got to have access to an orb. I know those things can let you, well, they give you access to, if you use them properly anyway, can give you access to technologies and such that a man of this particular age would have no means of acquiring. You've been using the thing as some sort of extra-dimensional library in order to create this damn place, haven't you? It begs the question. I mean, admittedly there are limits to what you can do with steam power, but even so. So you can, or would you raise the dead and such? What would you need? What would you need, atomic power for? What does this machine do exactly, other than, you know, dice people up and reconstitute them as pig monsters? And or food. No, dare I even ask? Creepy boys choir music, time to run away.
Quickly,
I'm gonna pilot my TIE Interceptor right out of here.
faces turn. No madness. They suffocate. They suffocate.
You know, I do suspect you're lying to me. I get the impression the kids are probably already... Well, I know the kids are already dead. You've even said as much. Why the frack I'm still trying to help you, I'm not entirely certain. Can I not get up here? Nope, that's locked. Won't open. Just can't play with the red lever. Fine. Shall move the green one. Seems awfully colourist if you ask me. Can I go up here now? Nope, no I cannot. I've turned on the floodlights, that's nice. Oh, not floodlights, oh, there's, Schumann lights, or whatever they call them.
Set them free. Set them all free.
As I expose the compound inside to the lights, which then causes massive electrical build-up, which will then interact with the atomic core. Again, to what end? I'm not entirely certain. I'm going to generate a massive amount of electrical energy doing this, but again, for what reason? The vast majority of the machinery is steam-powered, so what is this for? What am I generating atomic output for? Doesn't seem to have any purpose towards the rest of the machine. Unless if the game gives me an option, but still. I'm being sealed in to prevent being irradiated. Yep, there it goes. Fuck! I think I've just been decked by Hans Zimmer.
I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Sounds like me at an English breakfast buffet, actually.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I get where this is going. What's that crappy Ranger? Heart! That's the one. Piloteer, even not Ranger. You know what I mean. Well, this is awkward. I fear I may have unleashed an unholy machine upon the world. In fact, it's pretty clear now. It was getting pretty clear from a while ago, but it's very clear now. The machine was using me.
And
In fact, considering I was rattled with amnesia and fever, it was
to
probably...
an uncaring son, and I cursed this world of pain and despair.
Yeah, I think it's probably actually Ozzy that destroyed it in the first
Built
place.
on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket,
The
I
orb.
kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
I was right, you found the orb, the kids died. And then you took it home with you. a monstrous thing whispering not-so-sweet nothings in your ear. Pigs from the sky. Oh dear. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is and what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Are our souls just this? Tiny cogwheels and clockwork, and intricate machines to serve a function that, upon reflection, we might set a new task? Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotaging this body, his machine, until those children of his soul turn in a new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century, with hope in his heart? As I reach my hand to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for a creature such as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. I was right. Ozzy was the man who ripped the machine apart. And then promptly collapsed in bed after locking himself in, only to be released probably by one of his creations under the direction of the machine. Knowing that his diseased mind, unable to tell fact from fiction, reality from illusion, would be easily misled into undoing his own damage. Warning: steam vent access only at low pressure. Well, and to go tear the shit out of some pressure venting equipment.
Why do you ask, Landers? You know the answer well enough.
They're dead, Ozzy. Dead they are. Ozzy. Dead, are they? They are dead, Ozzy. Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage have proved indispensable in clearing the larger steam pipes. It appears that the matter of the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize at source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut down the pressure and send one of our pixies into the pipe to scrub the reconstituted fat away. Armed with just a sword and broom, our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we can only keep the pressure down for a short period, and so they must be fast, or they risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapours when they rush back into the system. Then we'll be sending their comrades in afterwards to scrape free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me you can reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them that I am proud, and then I feed them to the pigs. Yeah, you snapped pretty badly after the kids died, didn't you, Ozzy? Feeding everyone through this grand machine of yours, turning them either to monster or offal. Time to tear it down. Like a boss, Ozzy. Like a boss. Fuck it in there. Ah. Buttons, buttons, who's got the buttons? My money's on the Mandus. Didn't need that, did you, bruh? Hope you get fucking heartburn. You mechanical abomination.
What are you doing?
An impressive one, but still, an abomination nevertheless.
I will allow you to sabotage me again.
Don't care what you want, mate.
You unholy bastard!
Ow! Fucking shins. So flimsy.
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it...
You don't mean you mean atomic.
Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask
Probably
instead
yes.
this. Can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
Oh dear. This machine I made... again, you... At least not originally. You didn't do all of this to create a new body to resurrect your children with. That was only a byproduct of the whole process. When you got the idea and the pig monsters started coming around. The original purpose of the machine was to completely decimate, at the very least, London, if not the world, in an atomic fireball. Jesus fucking Christ, Ozzy. What did the orb show you that made you want to kill everyone? There's a spoon of medicine, I says, and it's a silver spoon that you get born holding. Ever so painful for Mummy dear, but grasped so hard that she was in a little screaming red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden, all the way to Mexico, and then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you give to your twins, then use it to dig a hole in their clockwork souls. You ate up their heart like soup, on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where will you dig next, I asks. You and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children, wrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Lilibeth, what am I become? Questions indeed, Ozzy old boy. Questions indeed. Okay, time to avoid pig monsters. Da-da, da-da, da-da. That, just explain. Just thought, because the weird clomping noises when Ozzy walks about, that explains it now. He's probably got a prosthetic foot. Assuming that the voices aren't lying and he did genuinely lose one, as part of his treatment for the fever and the infection and such. Time to escape. Ooh, fuck. No, I'm choking. Choking on steam and such. Down we descend before I die. Okay, so I need to... Aha! To shut down all the steam. I do that by tearing out the pipework with my bare hands. Like a man! Perhaps this is why Ozzy never touches regular things. He's afraid they'll just fly splintering apart if he does. Am I done? Can I escape now? Are we talking? No, gaming rule of 3, I imagine. Fine. Pipework. Ah, went past one on my way here, didn't I? Of course you did. I should be paying better attention to that. Now, back up onto the ladder just in case the big creature appears. That way I've got a bit of a... Oh dear. You know, fuck, I'm just gonna make a run for it. Pipes. It's red over here, so... the man can presume... behind glass. Well, we have the answer. Use violence! Sorry. Oh, not really. Oh, piss. Angry pigs. Oh dear, more angry pigs. They're all suddenly here and they're all very angsty. Jump, climb, away from the angry pigs. Ha 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 ha. You losers. Can't stop me now, cause I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Can't stop me now. Climb into the pipes. Like a boss, Ozzy. Like a goddamn boss. Ow, fuck, ow, piss. The machinery's rocketing apart with me inside it. Ow, you motherfucker. That's a ridiculously accurate bit of flying metalwork.
This is your doing, Landis.
Yep.
This is what you dreamt.
It's me.
I will save them. You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies. Kill them all.
Oh dear. I thought you were gonna, unleash an atomic blast. Why are you releasing the pig army instead? Was that just start your gathering as much, offal and fuel for the machine as you can first, before burning the rest? That's efficient. Terrifying, but efficient. In many ways, I'm terribly lucky that all my sabotage hasn't damaged the lift system, really. Since I apparently don't have stairs for most of the factory. But in some ways makes sense. Oh, crap. In some ways makes sense. You want to make sure you have very definitive, identifiable, and indeed lockdownable methods of reaching certain parts of the factory, after all. Ooh, big monsters. There they go. So, the pigs are fleeing. Whether they're fleeing the explosions I've caused, or indeed off to cause carnage of their own, that's anyone's decision. Out into the streets of good old London town. Whoa.
Oh, what have I done?
Unleashed porcine hell upon the world. Obviously, Ozzy. Why did they strip that man naked? I don't know. Guess you guys just reusing old models at this point. Which I'm slightly disappointed by, actually. There's no reason for that guy to be naked in the middle of the street there.
Landis, I know you are out here.
Lies and slander.
This city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant!
This is not what I meant at all!
You're so full of yourself, you overgrown laptop. No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans and the world will thank you for it. Disappeared a whore and a gentleman applauds you. Call a beggar and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretension. These so-called leaders, these pillars of society. These rich and fanciful, they wear their filth on the inside, but they are no less dirty. I have plans for them all. We will feed them. Then I will feed from them. Much bitter there, Aussie boy. No, I've got no particular love for the upper classes myself, but you seem to have a particular vendetta. Ironic, considering that you made yourself into one of them, using your meat processing factory, or was that all part of the plan? Become one of the uppers to get hold of their resources and money and such. To further develop the machine in time for this rank genocide you seem to be intent on committing. Big man. Bigs are everywhere. Thankfully they're no longer interested in me per se, just on whoever they can get hold of.
Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees. Ashes, ashes, bones and ashes. For the pile will reach critical, and we can have such a burning that this city will shine as a beacon of redemption for the world!
Oh, this is where the pig was marching about earlier. I'm above where I was before. Just a thought, Ozzy, perhaps you should have installed some anti-crazy software in your machine?
This is what you planned!
Pretty sure it wasn't. Or at least, it may have been before, I say, the fever basically destroyed my brain. I may indeed fall like this, but pity that Ozzy doesn't anymore.
Only for the slaughtering of pigs!
Oh dear. Time to leave. Oh fuck, run! No, Piggy, bad Piggy! There's plenty else to eat, leave me alone. Bad Piggy! Fuck, ow! Just. Oh good, it's faster than me as well. Excellent. This can only end well. Bug? My artificial leg popped off. Ah, you stupid little git. You mad, Piggy bro? You mad?
Beast! Creature! Where are my children? Where are my children?
I think we've already answered that several times over, Aussie boy. They're dead. I'm not sure what else I can say to drive the point home for you. Sorry, I heard snorting and I'm in a generally enclosed location, so probably not best to be too uncautious. Oh, well, there's just a lift right here. Right, I'm going to take a brief break for a moment. But yeah, I'll see you guys when the lift gets where it's going. So, until then, bye-bye now.